Oh, these episodes are so funny. This show is so good, and I keep forgetting about that. And I'm watching and rewatching it now, and I'm just like, God damn, this show is really, really good. Like, man, it must sound like I really hate Amphibia, but I actually do like it. I mean, there's a reason why I own 2 of these shirts. I legitimately do like Amphibia, but I don't know, something about this show, it can have mean characters or characters who are like obviously aren't perfect, but you also still like them. You still like them, or they add nuance to the characters that adds more. And I'm not saying like Amphibia doesn't have that, but there's some stuff like the episode where, Sasha was going to betray them, but the episode where Sasha, Marcy, and Anne kind of have that dinner party with the planters and everything. Was Marcy there? I can't remember. Well, they had a dinner party, and like the planters kind of made fun of, Sasha falling off of Toad Tower and nearly dying and being a traumatic experience. And Anne took their side, and it just kind of made me hate the planters. This show has scenes where like certain things will happen. Like, I don't know, traumatic exactly is the word, but like it'll be like characters who are like kind of that blunt or like that stupid of like, oh yeah, like they say that, but it never makes it to where I hate the characters. It makes it, they switch it to where it's like maybe you dislike them at first, but then it kind of switches over to like, oh, I understand them more. Like they did that for a reason, and even though like it's a sad reason, like take this one for example. Like this episode, basically, Molly does recycling bins, but Andrea does one video, throws a can in there, and everyone suddenly starts, recycling. You have her take. This is a perfect image. Molly cleans up the dog part, but Andrea takes the credit for it. Doesn't even want to like get pet by a dog or licked by a dog. Molly's about to sign up to help with this thing, and Andrea just straight like, let me see. Andrea straight writes her entire name, almost the entire thing. Like, and also I will say this too that I also like about this episode is where Molly is obviously a good person and like she tries to take the high road throughout this episode. Scratch also kind of goes like you might see like, oh, Scratch is kind of a bad influence, but really like throughout this episode, he's kind of like trying to get Molly to be like, look, you did all this. And she's taking the credit. Like, you don't have to stand for that. You can, in a way, fight back. You can, you don't have to let this girl take over, just like take over. And I like that, because yeah, like in a sense, like Scratch is kind of corrupting her a little bit, but also really it's making her stand up for herself. And I like that. It shows that, yeah, Molly is that super hyper energetic, like happy character, but also there is more character there, obviously, other than just the insanity bit. But like there is way more character there where she wants to be the good person, but she also needs to learn how to stand up for herself. I like that.
Let's get it! I'm selling more candy than Andrea Davenport.
I love her so much.
Charity. Huh? I'm so proud of you.
Okay.
And I love how Molly tries to take a step back, like, no, you're not corrupting me. Like, yes, I am.
Because it's not about revenge.
Sure it is.
I just want to do good for the school. And if that
I love Scratch so
happens
much.
to show Brighton who the real do-gooder is, then
And we got her! Right by the nougat!
God, the audacity.
Molly, so great of you to help you, cutie.
Also, she just called Molly cute.
I'll sell nougat. I'll sell more nougat. We'll earn enough for that marquee in no time.
Also, one thing else I do like is, like, you could tell she is being fake as hell here. Basically, let me see, because I did write some notes. But she's being fake as hell there, which I really like, if only because towards the very end, you actually kind of, like, you obviously tell, like, at least this is how I'm reading it. Andrea obviously has a shield up, and, like, it's, like, act all nice and goody-goody. But, like, when you get to, like, towards the end, you actually, like, this is probably the actual first conversation Molly and Andrea have ever had, like, an actual conversation where Andrea isn't, like, trying to, like, be this fake nice or, like, you know, something for likes, where she's actually being, in a sense, the closest thing to herself right now, and I kind of like that.
Oh, what are you doing?
Like, you could tell, like, that's the first time she, like, that wall, like, broken down. But, let me see. Recycling doesn't do much. Oh, yeah, there was a bit where, like, yeah, we're saving the world with recycling. Actually, that's not the case. Like, you're probably helping, like, maybe less than 1% doing recycling than most of pollution and, like byproduct thrown into the oceans. All that comes from giant corporations, and it's a whole kind of thing where, like, they try to make it seem like, oh, you're the problem, when it turns out they are the problem. Just FYI. Oh yeah, at one point Molly goes, you know what she doesn't have? Scratch extreme capacity for delusion? Yeah, probably. I love Molly so much.
I'm thinking, give me a minute.
It's really funny because I honestly think Molly and, like, Star Butterfly would make really good friends, or maybe enemies, I'm not entirely sure, because their personalities are very similar, and usually the similar personalities bounce off of each other instead of helping with each other. But Molly really feels like almost like Star Butterfly, but with a bit more, I don't know, I guess Star is probably more unhinged, where Molly has a good balance between the two, and, like, it just becomes real funny when she becomes unhinged. Let me see. Where was the,
Have a job well done.
Gross.
Oh, I think it was right here.
9 followers. We have grimy fingers from a job well done.
Gross.
Andrea.
That's all she
Be
did.
your face covered in dog slobber.
I also like how protective Scratch gets over Molly. I love that so much.
Grimy fingers?
I'm thinking, give me a minute. Aha! Done!
Oh, this is a great joke, too.
Officially downgrade the Brighton River from health nightmare to health hazard.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, another bird died. With the, another bird died when this school marquee drops on it. This show has such dark fucking humor, and for some reason, it's always aimed at killing birds. I guess because not many people give a shit about birds. Oh yeah, there's a random. Let's see. Also, I do want to point this out too. Molly basically, I don't think I talked about it. Basically, Molly's idea is, all right, I'm going to prove I'm the better do-gooder by selling the most nougat at my school chocolate, whatever the fuck. Whatever the hell. And I'm just thinking immediately, I'm like, you're trying to beat a rich girl at money? Molly, come on now. You can see this twist coming a mile away. That she would just buy the nougat herself, which she does. And then basically Molly goes to try to figure out how Andrea did it after selling a ton of nougat and Scratch completely sabotaging Andrea. So that's selling anything. The random trapped. It's great. It's not too late to step back. Oh yeah, I love that. Love how Scratch gets scared for Molly when she... Oh yeah. Because also another thing, because obviously Scratch wants to, in a way, corrupt Molly a bit. But I love how through this episode you also kind of see him slowly start getting more and more worried for Molly. Which...
With this.
Okay, but, you and Andrea both raised enough money for the new marquee.
Like, that's the thing that I think I said this last episode and a few episodes. It's, they have opposite effects on each other. Where Molly starts as a very good, do-gooder, be happy all the time character, mixed with Scratch, who's always miserable and, hates everything and everything like that. But they're slowly bleeding into or affecting each other, where Scratch is slowly corrupting Molly, making her a bit more angry, probably even making her more crazier than she already was. And then the Molly, she's slowly bleeding happiness and like goodwill and everything, and like even like family nature into Scratch. So the two are affecting each other, and I like that a lot. Like, you see that there's character development here. Like, even though like this is a more episodic show, there is definitely like character development. It's not like, okay, they're reverting, Billy back to how he was last episode, or Mandy's just one thing the entire way. No, there is character development. There is character development here, and that's cool, and I like that a lot. It is way less story. Like, the Owl House is, though I love the characters, and there definitely is character development and all that shit, all that stuff, it is very much story driven. It is a very much story driven show, which, which obviously adds to character development and all this stuff. Amphibia tries to be character development, tries to be story driven, but then also be episodic. And to me, it bungles it up. It pulls too much. It makes me want to see more story. And this also goes with something like Steven Universe. It makes me want to see more of the story, but then also its episodic nature kind of bungles that up, as well as bungles up like character development too. In that sense, it wants to be episodic and have character development while also being story and have character development, but it bungles it up because of it being episodic and story driven. It's like, okay, is the story help drive these characters to be like this? Is it the episodic episodes of having just the characters themselves kind of built? It bungles that up. Molly Mcgee, honestly, even though, there is a very loose story connecting everything a little bit, with the Ghost Council and stuff, it is very much character driven, even though it's episodic. It leans into the episodic, yes, but then also is very much character driven. Amphibia, again, it tries to juggle too many balls in the air, and that's where it bungles itself, because that's the new word of the day, bungle. It bungles itself because, again, the planters, we have a touching scene with Anne, with Sprig not knowing his parents and wanting to know them, and and them having a very touching moment. But then also we have Sprig and the planters making fun of Sasha's falling thing, or Hot Pop just burying the music box in the backyard, and that's it. And like the plan after that is what? Just keep her there forever? Like, it makes characters do terrible things, and then you're just like, okay, why do I care about this person now? It's like, yeah, we have all these episodes, but obviously character development isn't helping them, and they're just kind of just a bad person, and we're not really going to, and like, we might get something to brought that up with a little bit of Hot Pop and Ann, but yeah, sorry, tangent, but you see the character development, and it just keeps on, like, going. You see the character development, obviously, you see, even though it's episodic, it still does really damn well with these characters, slowly seeing them affect each other. It's very character driven, and it leans into the episodicness, but also still has, at least the story of it is the character development, and I like that.
Away from us. This is about justice.
I know I'm the ghost, but right now you're scaring me.
I love this girl so much. All the expressions are great.
Daryl?
I think it's like right here. Daryl's supposed to set up the thing.
Got it? Oh.
That's actually a really good icon for the freight computer.
But when
I
suggest it, it's quote-unquote wrong.
This right here, I love this part.
It's not too late to step back from the brink of madness.
Oh, yes it is.
I love Molly so much. She's like, yes, I'm insane. And then right here, I love this. Because again, Andrea, kind of seems like a dick throughout the entire thing. And yeah, not saying that this like completely like absolves her of all of anything. This absolves her of like any bad things she's done. But this.
I guess I'm just a born salesman like my parents. Right, Daddy?
Hold that hug for the cameras button. We'll get more likes if it feels real.
Again, I feel somewhat bad for her. yeah, she is still rich, and yeah, whatever, but you do feel so better. You're like, oh shit. I'm like, all right.
Oh no. Oh, I've made a horrible mistake. Andrea wasn't trying to steal my credit. She was just trying to get her parents' attention.
Even that little face twitch is like the sadness in Andrea's face.
She was just trying to get her
It's like you see her fighting back tears. Like that's actually like that's really sad. That is really sad. Love is needed in life, but yeah. And then obviously the pictures go up about like that whole scene where they're in the garage is basically they find all the nougat that Andrea sold, but. Yeah, Molly has to make some bullshit excuse to help Andrea out. That way she doesn't get in trouble. And again, this is the first ever reaction between these two. Like, actual reaction. And then where, like, Andrea isn't, being a dick. Motherfucker.
Thank you.
That's cute. See, that's adorable. I love that a lot. That is freaking awesome. And obviously, that episode's great. And then let me see if I can rush through this one real quick. Basically, this episode isn't bad either. This isn't bad at all. But I've already talked probably like 20 minutes about last episode. Hold on. Yeah, I already talked about 20. Basically, someone stole the crumb cake that Dad made, and then there's. Everyone blames Scratch because Scratch eats everything. Which there's actually there's some good like few gags there.
Okay, fine, but this wasn't. Good game, huh? No privacy, please.
Basically, crumb cake, and Molly has to investigate by going on trial. Puts all of them on blast. Where the crumb cake is for her mother and dad's anniversary, but it turns out Mom actually hates that crumb cake.
That's Smiley's cake.
What?
Fake ass Mom.
It's not.
Carob chips, and also the crumb cake is made of carob, which apparently is fake chocolate. She hates it, but puts it. But also this, and also there is like a mystery kind of going on. There's like evidence everywhere, but hold on, this part is great.
No one
Where she's fighting with herself.
will know. The Pete'll be crushed, but it tastes so bad. But he made it with love. But he also made it with carob.
It's great. But yeah, it turns out Mom didn't do it, but there's a greasy handprint. Turns out, no, this had a joke. This was hilarious.
Right, Scratch. I call to the stand, Daryl.
Hello, my lawyer.
My client has.
This is probably out of these three episodes. This is probably one of the second favorite jokes in this because Daryl, like when he says, "I want my lawyer," I'm thinking, okay, it's like one of the kids from the school or some kind of side. No, it's a straight ass actual lawyer that pops up, and I'm just like, what? How? Why? It's so good. This show leans into the episodicness of it so good, where it's not just like, okay. The family has money trouble, but then also on that side note, somehow Daryl is able to afford a lawyer.
No comment at this time.
You've got nothing.
God, all I hear is Amethyst now.
That's the alibi you want to go?
Oh yeah, this is a great one too, actually.
Room doing homework all day. Nothing. My alibi is airtight. I was up in my room doing homework all day.
Really? That's the alibi you want to go with? Homework?
That's great. And then that lawyer is there all of it. But but then also like
My pet tarantula. I was gonna ask Dad to help, but he seemed busy.
This is also, I didn't realize it at the time. I'm like, oh shit, this is another piece of evidence.
When did you get a pet tarantula?
This is also a good joke too, actually.
Also, you caught it, right?
Yes. Yes.
Oof, that sucks.
That's a load off. So,
But it turns out it looks like the dad might have done it because there's a burnt cake. He burned it. It turns out, what was it? That he lost the old He lost the old ingredients for his special cake.
My old recipe got lost in the move.
She hated that shit so much. Also, then, like, what is the cake? The thing burped. This thing burped fire. So again, there was a bit of what do you mention? Like, there's evidence all around. Like, who could have done it? Who could have done it? I kind of guess it was the person was at the very end, maybe.
And is therefore.
But yeah, basically, Molly's trying to say it's not Scratch. They did, what is it? A Molly Mcgee promise, which is it's like a pinky swear dipped in a blood oath wrapped in the American Constitution. The last part probably would have been better if it was something else, but
Scratch.
And like Molly kind of has to go with like the idea that it probably was him, but then it turns out she figured out immediately it wasn't him because of one piece of evidence that should have been probably number one. He has a carob intolerance. And then it turns out it was Jeff who did it.
To the list. Oh, hey, by the way,
Definitely ate
thanks for
the cake.
birthday cake, guys. I love it.
I'm looking at the camera.
Yeah, just a couple things. It wasn't my birthday. Also, you spelled my name Sharon, but it's actually Jeff. G-E.
We know your name, Jeff!
That episode's fun. That is a smaller episode, but it says it's really fun. And then this episode, which a few things. One, I want the Mystery Shack to make a trading card game. Even if it's not a trading card game, just trading cards that look like this of all the different ghosts and their powers and stuff. I just want an entire thing like this because I think that would be kind of amazing. Actually, wait, what does that say on the back of the card? I didn't even realize. Ghost trading card. Like, basically, King Grog from Disenchanted and his twin sister come to. And that's not even a joke. I'm pretty sure that's the same voice actor for Grog, Bender, and Jake. Yeah, they come in to tease their little brother, which you do see, I think, one of them in that one flashback. Or then again, he has a ton of family. But also there's an ice skating rink. Like, he brings up, at one point where he gets, the dad gets the nickname Silly because he went to do his finger skating practice, which, continuity with Ice Princess. Basically, he gets sad and depressed, which causes these creatures to come in, which just amplify sadness. And basically, they have to learn how to, they're also kind of slowly corrupting their nephew, but also you slowly see, what's the way I want to say this? You slowly see, he has to learn how to stand up for himself and all this stuff. And Molly and Scratch are trying to figure out a way to get the phantoms out of there. And Molly tries to make herself sad enough to where they get attracted to her sadness, which leads to a joke. Because I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again here. That straight uppercutted me. It hit me to a point where I'm like, what the hell am I watching? And oh my god, it's genius. Like,
It's hanging in there.
there's this poster that's supposed to make Molly cry and sad. That way the Sog monsters come to her. And let's see.
Oh man, look at him scratch. He's hanging in there as hard as he can. But can he make it to Friday? I'm not sure.
Get more sad. It's working.
Is it? Yay!
No. Wrong way, Mo. Think about the kitten.
Yeah.
The 40-hour work week.
I love that.
The corporate slog. It's too much for him. It's
So
too much for anyone.
I love that too. That bit of comment on society.
You're right.
Yes, Molly. Give into the sadness.
Which also that trading card is supposed to be based on Pokemon. But when the Sog counters come after her, don't worry, she gets a poster, and then they start having a Pokemon battle. And that's not even like an over-exaggeration. You literally hear the Pokemon music. or a non-copyrighted version of it. I love that so much. And then this right here, because after they defeat most of them, this happens. And it's so good.
What is it? The kitten.
Did the cat die? Did the poster come to life? I don't understand what happened. Did the cat fall off and die? Did like what? How did the poster change? There's so many questions that just when I saw it, I'm like, what the? Like it uppercutted me. It legitimately uppercut me. Like what the hell? It's great. It's so good. But yeah, basically these two annoy their brother and like kind of try to force him to be how he was. His wife tries to get him out of it, and eventually, like after seeing his son almost get corrupted, he stands up to them and basically starts beating back the song monster with happiness. Turns out these two are actually just jealous of everything good that he has, and like, I'm like, yeah, I kind of got that, but also I kind of understood, like, at least me looking at this again, I could have seen these two wanting to be like not really trying to bully him, but like just wanting to spend time with their little brother. But yeah, there's some stuff that's like, yeah, bullying. But yeah, I like, and you know, this is a nice one. this is a fun episode. What just the major things I like about the major things I do like is the trading card, which I want the I hope the Mr. Shack makes. But also like of just like every ghost, like they'll be like, okay, ice powers. Like it doesn't have to be playable, but it'd be so cool. But then like having but the trading thing, but also that cat poster is so good.
I hate Hobgoblins.
It's just like the cat died. What happened? It's like, oh my god! Like what the poster? Okay, it's a cartoon, and that's why it points where it's like not realistic, really, but like you know, it's like that. But then it pulls out a straight cartoon antic, and it's just like, oh my god, that was so good. They know how to use it like perfectly. But yeah, I love this episode. This is great. These episodes are great. These are fun. And like, it's just getting me more excited to watch more because I want to see more now. I want to see what the hell is going to happen next in this insanity. Oh, God. But tell me anything down below. Thanks for watching. Which videos I've done. Links are on my Facebook. Which one's around there somewhere. Please share out my other videos. This is just so good. But please share my videos. Hopefully enjoy this. Tell me what you guys think. And hopefully you're liking this, and we will see you later. God, this show has such good jokes. I don't think there is an episode where it doesn't at least make me smile, if not have a laugh. And that is really good.